Today's show is sponsored by the ABV Barrel Shop. The ABV Barrel Shop is located in the St. Louis metro community of Arnold, Missouri. The ABV Barrel Shop is focused on one thing: single barrels. Best of all, you can try before you buy. Head over to abvbarrelshop.com to sign up for their email and text distribution so you know what they have in stock, what classes are coming up, and who from the industry may be coming in to visit. The ABV Barrel Shop. It's where single barrels live. We're also sponsored by the Bar to Go. The Bar to Go offers traveling minibars that are no bigger than a small purse or toiletry bag. Best of all, they are fully customizable so you can create the perfect piece that is unique for you. If you own your own business, what a fun and unique way to promote what you do. Check them out online at thebar2go.com. That is the number 2 in the Bar to Go. If you have wholesale questions, call my friend Isabel Clark at 504-481-1297. Finally, we are sponsored by the Neely Family Distillery. NFD is a family-owned business that keeps ringing up awards in the spirits world. Head to Sparta, Kentucky to experience the family history, award-winning spirits, and meet the Neely family. Check them out online at neelyfamilydistillery.com. Now, on to the show.
Let's drink!
Welcome to the Bourbon Daily, the podcast about everything bourbon delivered to you every day of the week. Today on the show, we discuss the proliferation of decanter scams using AI-generated images. My name is McNew. Please join me in welcoming my co-host, Steve Akeley, along with our special guest, Ryan Thompson.
Hey, gang, what's up?
Hey, guys.
Hey, so yes, Bottle Raiders, the website that used to be Whiskey Raiders, then they had Rum Raiders, and they just like consolidated, and they were like, we're just Bottle Raiders, that covers everything. So they aggregate stories, and one of the ones that I saw that they had was about these AI decanters, and you do see these things all over, and they have brand names on them and stuff like that, and they talked about, scams. We'll talk about that after the break. For right now, though, McNew said there's something she wanted to talk about. What is that, McNew?
Yeah, so recently in the news, Ozzy Osbourne just passed away, R.I.P.
Yeah.
Darkness,
yep.
Which is sad. Like, my dad was like a huge Black Sabbath fan, and like I grew up listening to him. It wasn't my thing, but like familiar with it and like liked the stuff that he did. But I wanted to know, what was a celebrity death that like actually hurt you, actually bothered you?
Okay. Just a real quick talk about this one. I loved Ozzy. My whole life, Ozzy's been around, and
right.
I've been a fan of his. And unlike McNew, I do like his music's my style. I like the lifestyle. I like despite this wild child sensibility that was always around him, I think a really nice guy in reality, kind of oddly normal with his family life and stuff like that, and. It's hard to feel sad with Ozzy because he kind of lived the perfect life. He got great fame, he got great celebrity, he got a lot of money. He lived a heck of a lifestyle. He was successful in music and TV. He was beloved by fans. He got to do that final concert, and he was still got his wits about him. I saw him talking. Been watching some of that, and he still could sing, not like he did, but he still could sing enough. And he was talking between. I thought, when you got Parkinson's, how much is there? How much is that? He was still there. Right. So I think he kind of lived the perfect life. So it's hard to feel sad about that one. The one that got me that I didn't like was Prince. I mean, I didn't expect him to die. I loved his music. I wanted to go see him. I was committed to go seeing him. And the wife and I had talked about that, hey, next time Prince comes to town, we're going to go see him, because we had always missed him. We just, I don't know, either we're disinterested at the time or it didn't work out in our schedule, and we're gonna go see him. And literally, it said weeks before he passed away that we wanted to go. And I saw he was doing these like pop-up things, and I didn't know he actually had one planned for St. Louis when he passed away. So he would have been there, within a couple of weeks, which we would have gladly gone to, but it wasn't meant to be. And and I hated to see that the whole thing, because I thought he was a musical genius and kind of misunderstood, and I don't know. I just thought he was a cool guy.
Yeah, we're recording this a day after Ozzy passed, and so it's still a bit of a shock. I mean, not a shock necessarily. I guess he was certainly headed that direction. Everyone knew it, and hence the concert from 2 weeks ago. But I think to me it was more of a shock that it happened just 2 weeks after his concert. And I don't know if it was did he go to Sweden and have it assisted kind of deal? I know
No,
I
heard that, but I also heard that's 100% not true.
No,
just rumor, yeah,
also
right?
heard it was in the UK, like where their family
Yeah,
is.
it was
right?
in his hometown.
Oh,
So
I
yeah.
So I mean, to have it happen 2 weeks after this, the last concert he did, and what a hell of a concert, bringing all the bands into it, just insane. I mean, that's kind of copacetic. It sounds like Ozzy did everything the way he wanted to do it his whole life, and I think this was just part of it. And he mic dropped it on the way out with one of the best concerts ever, I think. And then he's like, "All right, that's it for me. I'm out."
Right.
So I do have a fun Ozzy Osbourne. I know this is not necessarily the question, McNew, but I've got a great Ozzy story to share.
Sure.
I'll try to condense it, but I worked at a concert venue in San Diego State when I was going to school out there, 94, 95, just so I could see some free shows. And I was an usher helping people find their seats and whatnot. But Ozzy was playing there, and my boss was like, "Hey, Ryan, you're coming to me tonight, coming backstage." He's like, "I got you on the dressing room." I was like, "Great. What dressing room you want me on?" He's like, "Ozzy's dressing room." I'm like, "Well, hell yeah. Here we go. I'm 19 years old. This is going to be cool." And I'm sitting on a rock ledge outside of the dressing room. The door to the dressing room is 5 feet away, and it's just myself. I'm just making sure no one comes back that shouldn't be there. And all of a sudden, Ozzy walks out and starts jumping rope right in front of me. I'm like, this is the coolest thing ever. I'm 19 years old. I got Ozzy, just him and I right here. He's trying to jump rope, puts a couple jumps together, stumbles a little bit, keeps jumping. I'm like, fine, Ozzy. I'm like, "You jump rope often, bud?" He goes, "Oh, yeah, man. Yeah, like every time. But it's my warm up before my shows all the time." I'm like, "Okay, cool, great." He goes back in the dressing room. Music starts, comes out, gets on stage, and they open with Crazy Train. And I'm like just loving it backstage on the side, like by the dressing room. Can hear it kind of muffled around through the hallway and stuff. And I'm just loving it. I'm back there chilling. And all of a sudden, my boss comes. He's like, "Ryan, we need you on stage now." I'm like, "Oh, hell yeah, this is great. Let's go." He's like, the people are rushing the stage. You do whatever to keep them off the stage. I'm like, "Whatever." He's like, "Yep." I'm like, "All right, here we go." So I get up. I'm arm's distance away from Ozzy while he's belting Crazy Train out on stage. There's some guy that snuck in an arm's length lizard gecko looking thing trying to give it to Ozzy. And this thing's huge. There's another guy trying to jump on stage. I just start pushing people down. I'm kicking people off the stage. I'm having a blast. I'm having the time of my life. Got Crazy Train belted by Ozzy right next to me. I'm just having a blast. The first song ends. The crowd calms down. My boss is like, "All right, go back to the dressing room. You're good." But it was quite the experience. Hell, I remember like it was yesterday, and I get so excited chatting about the story. So seeing Ozzy go, certainly it's made me a little sad and still mourning a little bit from it. He gave us all such great music, and like you said, Akeley, what interesting character that lived a hell of a life, right? So,
yeah, he lived a hell of a life, you know.
Yeah.
So hard to
So
hard to say anything bad about that. He what he put his body through to make it that long, that's incredible. A lot of his contemporaries, the people he partied with, didn't make it. So yeah,
Right.
yeah. So
I mean, Richard Simmons, the man of health out there, he died when he was 55 or something.
Yes.
I mean, I'm going Ozzy's road. I'm going Keith Richards' route. Come on. Come on.
Or in that for some reason. I don't know.
right,
But they're doing something right.
yeah.
Seriously, I think they're probably just living how they want to live. Hopefully, living a stress-free. I'm sure there's some stress around it all, but
Right.
just kind of giving middle finger
So,
to
so
mainstream.
Ryan, is your official answer Ozzy, or was there someone else you wanted to highlight?
No, I think that's it's fresh. It's fresh, so that's why it's
fresh,
there. And,
yeah.
I thought back to maybe Kurt Cobain, but I wasn't a super huge Nirvana fan. Oddly, Lane Staley's probably on up there with Alice in Chains. So, but certainly Ozzy's right up there.
Okay.
So,
All
yeah.
right. Well, how about you, McDo? You asked the question.
Yeah, so I do want to backtrack a little because I was like, oh, I'm not a huge Ozzy fan. Like, I did grow up listening to him, but like, I wasn't a huge fan until the Osbournes were on MTV because I'm a
Sure.
reality TV junkie. I'm just like, you're just like somebody's dad and husband, but like you're the biggest rock star in the world. Like he was
I'm the Prince of fucking
the Prince of
Darkness.
Darkness. Like and you're just dad at home. You're giving your kids money. You're raising these dogs with your wife. Like he just a good And so that was hard. But mine was Amy Winehouse. Like Amy killed me. Like
That was a tough one. That was a tough one.
Yeah, I could see that.
27 Club. Amy killed me.
Because you saw it playing out in slow motion, and you knew there's only one ending to this, and it's not going to end well. Yeah,
and it's like just somebody like grab her and save her out of the
right.
Nobody could do it. It spiraled fast. Yeah. Amy Winehouse was hard to watch.
It was.
She had so much talent. That's the toughest thing.
I know, right? That voice, God, the way she could sing. Whew. But just I don't, you wonder where it went wrong. How did it get?
It was the boyfriend. The boyfriend.
Probably the boyfriend. The boyfriend usually does it, right?
Yeah.
I mean, for God's sakes, look what happened to Whitney Houston. You know, she was Bobby Brown, and then next thing you know, we lose Whitney Houston, for Christ's sakes.
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
Blame it on the boyfriends.
On the boyfriends. It's always the boyfriends. Yeah. Well, bad influence. On that note, it's time to drink. What is everyone? We're gonna let Ryan start this time. Ryan, what do you got there, buddy?
You know, I still have a third shot at winning this deal, so I'm quite optimistic.
Okay.
I'm just going with a little Leopold's. Their small batch whiskey. Here we go.
No, not much. It was a little bit. I've got a single malt from 10th Mountain here, so let's see.
Here we go.
Okay. I get the feeling that's going to be enough tonight. I'm going for the clean sweep. I feel like this is slim pickings for tonight. I got to win them all. So I've got the lead. What do you got, McNeil?
I think you might still get this one. I was cleaning out some boxes the other day, and and I don't know why this is where it was because I thought it was a Halloween decoration, but I have the Headless Horseman Taconic bottle. And
oh, cool!
Some in it. It was with my Halloween stuff, so we'll see what it does.
Nothing. It
was a little fun here. It was
ghost like McNeil. Ghost like.
It was a ghost.
For me, that's victory. Cheers.
Cheers, Steve.
All right, we're going to take a quick break, and then when we come back, we're going to talk about some of these decanter scams. We'll do that in just a few. Okay, let's talk about the people that make these shows happen. First up is the Stave and Thief Society. Via their in-person class at Moonshine University in Louisville, Kentucky, the Stave and Thief Society is the place where you, a bourbon enthusiast, can expand your knowledge and emerge an executive bourbon steward. In 2017, I completed my executive bourbon steward certification. It's the most comprehensive bourbon certification available and connects you with an expansive network of bourbon enthusiasts and professionals. Check out the full listing of in-person and online certifications and join the society today by enrolling at staveandthief.com. Speaking of Executive Bourbon Steward certification, the ABV Barrel Shop in St. Louis, Missouri has developed a unique partnership with the Stave and Thief Society to offer a preparatory class to assist you in getting your Executive Bourbon Steward certification. This prep class costs only $25 and is available to take live or online via Zoom. Graduates of our class receive a coupon code good for 15% off your Executive Bourbon Steward certification held in Louisville, Kentucky. This saves you almost $90. Additionally, you can collaborate with fellow attendees to split travel costs when you go to Louisville. If you're interested in signing up for the class, simply head over to abvbarrelshop.com and check out the classes and events page. Last but not least, we are sponsored by Neely Family Distillery. Royce Neely is the 11th generation distiller in one of America's oldest distilling families. A visit to Neely Family Distillery takes you through family history, where you can see all the artifacts and newspaper clippings through the years from this family that started distilling in America after James Neely arrived from Northern Ireland in 1740. Today, Royce Neely and his team are crafting some of the best spirits in America. Their bourbon and absinthe offerings keep winning top honors in the spirits competitions. Recently, their absinthe made history as the first platinum winner in the absinthe category at the San Francisco Spirits Competition. Neely Family Distillery is definitely a bucket list destination if you are a bourbon fan. Learn more about their spirit offerings, visiting their facility, and the awards they have collected over at NeelyFamilyDistillery.com. And now, back to the show. Solid cork pop.
And then I threw the cork. Solid cork drop.
Yeah, terrible cork drop. Hello, this is Steve Akeley, owner of the ABV Network, and you are listening to the Bourbon Daily. I'm a big bourbon guy.
Welcome back to the Bourbon Daily. Today we're talking about AI decanter scams.
Yes, we are. So, I'm showing on the screen here. This is what we're seeing all over. I don't know if you guys are getting like these things on your feed. I see my.
Usually it's like some kind of like bulldog or a duck or a frog or like it's real cute.
Right. This one's a Crown Royal. It's from where the wild things are, maybe.
No, that's a Labubu. That's a new. It's like the new Furby. It's like
what's a Labubu? I never heard of it.
Oh, Steve, I'm gonna have to educate you later.
Anyway, so it's a Crown Royal branded Labubu, apparently, whatever that is.
Well, Labubu.
But this is what you're seeing all over the place, and they're like they had to put out a warning because then you see these things. That clearly looks like it's AI to me. But people are then, I guess there's a lot of interest in them. Where can I buy them? Well, then people start just creating these things and then selling, and then most of them are just scams. You don't get anything. And then some have gone to some cheap places, got some cheap glass, and have been like, this is Jaws 50th anniversary, and it's like some sort of fish glass and it has like printed out on their Jaws 50th anniversary.
Yeah, and like they'll be like, it's like a bulldog, and it'll say like Blanche or something, and I'm just like, and like you can tell when it's AI because like the edges are like all soft and weird looking,
right.
And I'm like, why do people think this is legit? Like, why?
I don't know.
Well, it's not coming from like the legit company's website. You saw it on it's some sponsored ad, so they get your attention. And
right.
Now you think it's real. Like I get tagged in so many of them, and they just piss me off. I'm like, you should know better. I taught you better. Why are we?
If you bought the Labubu
what?
decanter and it went wrong, would you then reach out to somebody at Bottle Raiders and say, I got scammed? Could you put out some or what? No, I'd be so embarrassed. I mean, this is just dumb. It almost feels like if you're dumb enough to fall for this that are clearly AI, you kind of deserve it a little bit.
This is the new Nigerian prince, where he's like, send me 5,000 and I'll send you 5 million. This is the new Nigerian prince. It's the AI decanters.
Yeah.
Yeah, I want to kind of give kudos to the crooks behind this scam because it is quite creative. They are coming up with some creative decanters out there.
Sure.
They are pretty cute. Some of them are like actually legit cute and interesting. I'm like, if they were real, I would get one, but they're not.
Right.
And then I've seen the ones that actually show up compared to what was being sold in the image. And they're just like a kindergarten drew with crayons compared to a Picasso, right?
Right.
They're so funny. And the saying is, fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me.
Right.
But I think if you get fooled with this scam, then just even the first time, shame on you.
Yeah.
Shame on me, right? So it's I'm entertained by it. I hope no one that we know has been scammed by it. I do kind of wonder what the whiskey's like inside.
Well, I think you put the whiskey in. It's just the decanter, right?
Oh, you're just getting the decanter. I got you. It doesn't even come filled. Okay. Yeah.
I think the scam is like, hey, here's this decanter full of like this name brand whiskey. And then you pay for it and you get nothing. There's no whiskey coming. There's no anything coming.
There's no anything coming. Yeah.
You're not getting a decanter either. You're getting nothing.
Yeah. And the ones that have found some sort of cheap glass thing that they're sending out, I think they're just doing that so they, then they can't get arrested for fraud. They're like, no, maybe you think it doesn't look as good as it did in the picture, but it is what we said it is. So I assume that's what that scam is. But
so a couple years ago, I took a risk on. There was this ghost decanter, but it was tequila. And it was like ghost shaped. It had like little black eyes and a little black mouth. And it was from I guess it's a legit liquor site because I got it and it was good. But I took a risk. It was like something like California Liquors. And I'm like, all right, I used like PayPal and like not my real cards and like not my information. So I was like, we'll see what happens. And it came and it was decent tequila. And I still have the ghost decanter because I really just wanted the decanter.
Wanted the decanter.
Yeah.
You're Halloween. You love your Halloween stuff, so that makes sense.
I did, and I'm just like, okay, and there's booze inside it. Perfect. That one worked out. So I think if you're going to order a decanter, go to a real booze website like Sealbox, wherever I got that one from. I don't even remember. But you do your due diligence before you order shit online. Like, don't be stupid. You know, but we're adults, okay?
Right. Yeah. I'm going to send you guys. I created a 10th Mountain decanter while we were doing this show, actually.
Hey, Lord.
I'll send it, and if you guys want to send me some money for this, you can. So.
I'm nervous.
Right.
Ryan's gonna pay for his own brand.
Ryan will end up buying this from me.
If it comes autographed, Akeley, then I'm a buyer.
Yeah. So that's.
Oh, boy.
I just designed that while we were doing the show here. So
That's
Actually pretty legit. Akeley.
comes with the box. Comes with the box too. I may list these on sale tonight, folks.
I like the cork and the bottle looks etched. This was a very good job, Steve.
Yeah.
Yeah, well done, actually.
Just send me $50 and there you go.
You'll figure it out. It'll come like shot glass size, right?
Probably.
What I send in return is one of your 50 milliliter bottles. I'm like, there you go. That's
There you go. This is it.
may in the very, very fine print. It says may appear differently than.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
There's a
Yeah, I
little
don't know. People, you got to have your guard up, your scam guard up with this stuff, right? Everyone knows there's scams out there, especially now with AI. Come on, stop buying this crap. You know better.
You know better.
You know better.
Exactly. So there you go. There's just a scam to be on the watch out for. It's kind of like a public service announcement here. So don't fall for it.
Especially when it's like a cute animal that has nothing to do with the brand. They're like, here's a dog, here's a frog, here's a duck. And I'm like, that's not, stop it.
Right.
Use it for entertainment, but that's about it.
Yeah, for entertainment, to have some laughs maybe, but get your decanters from the distillery, then you know they're real. So there you go. All right, we'll wrap this one up as we always do by talking about where people can find us. Ryan, we'll start with you. Where can people find you?
Across all socials at 10th MTN Whiskey, and our website is 10thwhiskey.com. That's 10th whiskey with an E.
McNew.
On Instagram at McNew ABV.
All right, for me, I'm an easy guy to find. I'm at Steve Akeley, Twitter, Instagram, or Facebook. I've got a website, steveakeley.com. We've also got a company website. That thing's going to be abvnetwork.com. Check that site out. Everything that we do is out there. Also, come by and see me, the ABV Barrel Shop. We're always getting new barrel picks in. So we are online, abvbarrelshop.com. You can see our current inventory. You can see out what classes we've got, all kinds of cool stuff over at abvbarrelshop.com. McNew, anything else to say before we're out of here?
I'd like to remind the audience to please give us a 5-star review. That includes comments. It helps new people find the show, which is very important to us. And if you like what we're doing, we ask that you please visit our Patreon page at patreon.com/the ABV Network.
Great job today, gang fartins. We'll have a brand new show for you tomorrow. Looking forward to that. Until then, take care, everybody. See ya.
Bye.
See you guys.
Before we let you go, let's talk about one last thing. The ABV Barrel Shop in the St. Louis community of Arnold, Missouri. The ABV Barrel Shop is focused on a couple of things. First of all, single barrels. We are the place where single barrels live. We go to distilleries, taste through the whiskey, select the best barrel, and have it shipped to our store where we present it to you, our customers, by allowing you to try before you buy. We're also known for the classes that we have in our education center in the store, as well as the events we have with industry professionals from the bourbon business. If you're in the St. Louis area, please come by and visit us at 6 Fox Valley Center in Arnold, Missouri. Or at a minimum, at least sign up for our email and text distribution so you know exactly what's going on in our shop over at abvbarrelshop.com. This is Steve Akeley, owner of the ABV Network, signing off. We thank you for listening to our programming and truly appreciate your support.
The Bourbon Daily is part of the ABV Network. For more information or to become a sponsor, please visit abvnetwork.com. Thanks for listening and cheers.
This has been a Steve Akeley production.